Okay, so yesterday I spent, I don't know, 3 hours filming this upcoming Boohoo curve haul, and there are 8 pieces that I chose to go with jeans. Some of them are short dresses that will inevitably, or what I thought would be long tops for me because I have a long torso, etc., and some of them were not. I've had to sit here and write notes about this because I have to order my thoughts, because I got so angry yesterday with sizing, with fit, with my expectations apparently were way too high, and a lot of my footage from yesterday is disjointed, is angry, is I spent half of the day feeling like it was my fault that the items I bought did not fit. So what we're going to do, I'll give you the first part of me unpacking these items and how I think they're going to fit. And then after you've seen that, rather than show a full try on with my opinion, I'm just going to sit here and talk with a couple of pictures, because frankly, I don't want to show more of these clothes than I have to, because I don't recommend this brand. Like, I do not recommend that you put yourself through what I spent yesterday putting myself through, which was a soul destroying experience. If you've ever been in a shop and picked your size off the rack and maybe the next one up and have neither one of them fit you, try doing it 8 times in a row because that's what I did yesterday. Hey guys, welcome back. It's going to be Friday when you see this, and for Friday we have a very special, I say very special, it's not that special, but it's a Boohoo haul. I ordered this weeks ago, or at least it feels like weeks ago. The dogs have just been outside and they're panting a lot. It's very distracting. Okay. With this, struggling to remember what's in it, but I think for this particular order, I was ordering things that would go with my jeans. So I wanted tops or dresses that look like tops on somebody with an absurdly long torso, that would dress up a pair of jeans, because I essentially live in my jeans that I got from Fashion Nova like over a year ago. I think I've got 3 pairs of the same freaking jeans. Let me just wear them. And everyone's like, hey, why don't you go skinny jeans? No, flares. Flares is where it's at. Love me some flares. Okay, anyway, so let's get into it. Where is it? There's a lot of stuff. Okay. This says it's a plus shirred off-shoulder white sleeve shift dress. So it's either going to be a long top or a very short dress on me. Okay, yeah, it's definitely off-white. And I think I picked up most of the things in a 20 from here. 20, even though I'm an 18 on top, because I've bought from Boohoo before and it's very hit and miss, so either some of these are going to be absurdly large. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty glad I bought, like, especially doing this with this shearing. I'm glad I bought 20s, let's put it that way. It's attached. The sleeves are attached, so it's cold shouldery and it's a sheared thing. And I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a skirt. It's gonna be a top on me. But the running theme that you may notice with this haul was I was going for dramatic sleeves. I do love me a dramatic sleeve, and I don't know if some of them will be just the right amount of dramatic, or whether I'm going to be trailing sleeves through soup. Not that I'm eating soup, but you know, basically. It's a very thick fabric, this one. I'm jumping all over the place today, I'm sorry. It's a very thick fabric. It's not gonna be breathable, let's put it this way. But were we expecting that from Boohoo? Probably not. I'm gonna look up the price. Hold. Okay, I've got the order open on my phone. I went through the bag looking for an order sheet, which doesn't exist apparently. So yeah, okay. This shirt is $28.58. I don't know if that was before or after any weird discount codes I may or may not have added at the beginning or end of this ridiculous order. It will probably fit. I don't know if the fabric's going to suit me because it's really thick. I don't know if you've ever bought like the little skater dresses or anything where it's like yeah, the little skater dresses and stuff they do. It's that fabric. It's very thick. Very thick. Okay. Moving on. This is a plus statement draped satin shirt dress in emerald. Now, when I was a kid, my mum wouldn't let me wear green because green didn't suit her. I love green. Don't try and work the logic out because it doesn't. There's shoulder pads in this. There's shoulder pads. There's shoulder pads. I don't actually remember ever wearing anything with shoulder pads ever. Okay. There are acres of teeny tiny buttons on the front end, which hopefully and she may need an iron or a steam or something. See, there's this knot business going on at the front. It looks cute in the picture. Let's put it that way. I don't have a steam. I have a shower. I'll put it near the shower. I think we're going to need a couple of these buttons. I'm going to try my best to cancel the noise from the animals in my household out in editing, but I'm not that great at editing, as you can tell from the rest of my channel. But yeah, so if it sounds like there's a creepy stalker panting, it's because there's two dogs panting in the background. Shoulder pads. Okay, I've opened it up so that I can probably put it on easier. It feels strange. There's a residue on my hands. Like, I don't know if there's a treatment or a coating or something on it, but yeah, there's a residue. 100% polyester. Shit. This one was $35.19, so obviously I must have had some sort of discount code because things don't end in 19, do they? I love the colour, but yeah, I think the colour is coming off on my hands. I'm gonna wash this separately when I wash it. There's a feeling. I'm scared to put it near I'm going to put it up this end. I'm scared to put it near the white thing that I've just taken out of the bag. Next item. Oh, I see sequins. Sequins are on the menu. Plus floral sequin wrap skater dress. Yeah. See, it says dress, but from what I've discovered with Boohoo is their wrap skater items are, for me, tops, pretty much. But this one... size 22? If they sent me the wrong size, or did I pick the wrong size? No, I picked the wrong size. This is in a size 22, so I have a feeling it might be too big by a little bit. Possibly said to size. Do you mind? It's really cute. See all those sequins, and it's got flouncy sleeve thing going on. Yeah, it's very unlikely to be long enough for me to wear as a dress, but we will. It's got like these flowers. Yeah, like flowers. Hey, there's flowers and like a vine traveling up the sleeve, and it's got this little scalloped edgy thing going on along the sleeves and along the bottom, which is cute. And that one, ooh, that one was expensive. It was $41.78. Let me just look up some things here. Okay, yeah, no, I did order this. It says plus Dobby balloon sleeve corset. Hi, what? Okay, it's a bit. Let me just untangle here a second. Okay, looks cute. What is this? Right? Do these? Okay, so it's got the see-through meshy stuff on it again with the little Dobby hot globs, and it's sort of a corsety effort with a zip on the back. That'll be interesting to try and put on, but I'm puzzled about what these are because she's not using them in the picture, so I just need to just check here a second. Oh, okay, so it sort of lays to the side. This was $29.07. Again, doesn't make any sense. Patterns. It's just the little nips. Again, dramatic sleeve. Okay, this is a plus extreme wide sleeve wrap top. This is the one I'm worried that I'm going to trail into my food and drink and soup and puddles, possibly. I really, really like the fabric, not the fabric, the fabric is that polyester-y, silky stuff. That is the... This is the sleeve. That's the sleeve. Look. That's the end of the sleeve. It's ridiculous. It's not. I don't think it's a true wrap top in the sense that you have to wrap it through a hole or anything like that one that didn't have a hole in my last haul video, because I think it's just a belted thing, so I'm definitely going to keep the top under it. There is a lot of fabric. It's still that polyester feel, but it doesn't have that residue like that other one does. And it also doesn't have a collar, which I quite like, because sometimes they have these huge collars. Ooh, I'm excited about this one. I am excited. Apart from the absurd sleeves. Anyway, that's what I signed up for when I ordered big sleeves. That one was $22.95, and I got it in a size 20 because that's the size I was supposed to be buying. Don't ask about the other thing. This is a plus ruched asymmetric shirt in hot pink. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the word asymmetric means, but this one was $20.99. Oh, she creased. Oh boy, she creased. Oh boy, oh boy. Look at that hot pink. Look at that hot pink. Jeez. Okay, so it's got this gathered front. I used to have a shirt like that, but I ruined in photography. Developer fluid does not go on white shirts, just so you know. It doesn't have a dramatic sleeve, but it does have a bright pink sleeve because it's a bright pink shirt, so we'll allow it. It has a mildly dramatic front with this ruching going on. It doesn't feel like polyester, this one, which is odd. There's a good few stray strings on this, cotton bits. Well, it says keep away from fire, so I imagine it's not cotton. Yeah, she polyester, but she don't feel polyester. So that's nice. It actually feels kind of like a cottony shirt, like not like this silky polyester. I don't want to iron it. Don't make me iron it. Did I say how much that was? It was $21.99, in case I didn't. Okay. There's only 2 more items left, I promise. I promise there is only 2 more. This one says, plus wide sleeve wrap tie blouse. Black version of the blue floral one from before, I think, because the sleeve is also absurd. Here is sleeve. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's got the belt. It might be a bit shorter in length, like, and oh, okay, it's shorter in length, like around the body, but longer with the draping at the front. So it'll come over your hips, I think, in theory. And that one, yes, I got it in a size 20, so that's what I was supposed to be doing. And that one was $21.99 as well. I just realised my husband's been talking, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut him off out of the thing, so we'll just wait for him to quiet the fuck down. Last one. This one says plus floral open shoulder top. Hopefully it's a lighter fabric than the last open shoulder top, which is actually a dress, but that's neither here nor there. I like the design. Oh, it's got little straps as well. Again, probably needs an altercation with a steamer of some sort. It's got one of those, like, shelfy, what do we call this? A frill? I don't know, a boob accentuator on it. It might be a little bit short for me, but we'll see. Anyway, it also has sleeve. It has like balloonish sleeves. I think they're supposed to be balloon sleeves, but will not be balloon sleeves on me. But we will see. This one was $21.99 as well, and I got a size 20. She definitely polyester. Slightly see-through though, which is quite nice. Man, keep away from fire. Always with the keep away from fire with the people. Oh no, this one's actually 100% viscose. Okay, let's go for the white top first, which I'll put here or here, I don't know. It took me a good 15 minutes to get into this. What is it? It looks like a top, but it is a dress. They say it's a mini dress, so for me it's a top, but for everyone else it'll probably be a dress. Which I accept. That's 100% why I accept from a fast fashion brand, because I have a long torso. It's just the way it is. I made sure that I went with their sizing on their sizing chart. I bought a 20 in this white top dress, but apparently it doesn't cater for people with any sort of boobs. The shearing was not wide enough to accommodate anything bigger than what I would probably say was a B cup. It also took a good 15 minutes to actually get the damn thing on. My husband had to help me pull it up at the back because it just was not happening, and it still looked like actual shit. So yay. The other main point I have to make about this white thing, I'm just going to call it a thing, was it was an extremely thick fabric. Like, it felt like something almost scoobery, but without the stretch, so that was nice. But also managed to be see-through. How? How? Next item was the green shirt, which I had high hopes for, apart from the odd the odd feeling residue that it was putting on my hands, and it did fit. It was even a little bit big across my chest, fit my arms. So, you know, at this point I'm like, oh, maybe the white one was just a fluke and it was a bit shit the way they fit these things, you know. The only thing with the green shirt, as you can probably see from the pictures wherever they are that I've put them, where the crossover joined, rather than under your boob, it was on your boob. So it's like, hey, look at my great big nipple. You could pull it down, but it wouldn't stay there, so it would kind of creep back up onto your boob and be like, la, 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 la. So I sent that one back as well. That one was okay. The weird part about it was that it has shoulder pads, and that was not necessary whatsoever. And that you could see the shoulder pads through the weird fabric. If I'd have kept it, I would have cut them out, but the boob thing was too much for me. It just went back as well. That one wasn't too bad, and I thought, oh, maybe that means we're on an upward trend here. Maybe the first one was a fluke, and I did actually buy the right size for me. It fit my arms really well. It was too big in the body. I'm like, that's what I was expecting, because that's normally what happens with my size. I was wrong. So the sequin dress, it's called a skater dress, okay? Which in my head means very short, because I think it's even shorter than a mini dress. So for me, that's like a tunic, which is why I chose this. And I thought it'd be really nice over a pair of tights or leggings, or, you know, at Christmas. I sized up twice, and I couldn't remember why I sized up twice. Because there's no notes on any of the clothing on their website to say this runs small or this, that, you know. And they also don't allow reviews. And now I know why. It's because people like me will be like, fuck these people. I sized up twice. It was enormous on my chest and my waist and my body. I could have easily fit 1.5 of me in the actual garment. It was huge, but it would not go on my arms. I don't know who it was designed for. I don't know who I mean, are there people that are enormous on the, like, compared to your arms, like the rest of you, like massive, like maybe some people are that, maybe that's an apple shape. And if you're an apple, please don't take this as an insult. It's just, it's not me, and maybe that dress is good for you. I don't know. But I sized up twice, thinking, because their size chart says that in their range I'm a 20, whereas I'm a UK and AU 18 on top, and in their range it says my measurements, which are, I'll tell you later because I just want to do this. My measurements are a 20 in their range, so I sized up to a 22 in this dress, and it still was, like, these were a fluted sleeve, and you're like, okay, so it's wide at the bottom. Why is it not wide at the top? Where I began to get mildly angry, and that was even more, thank you, Saffron, even more accentuated by the next item, which is the corset top, which had the balloon puff sleeves. The sleeves fit wonderfully. It's a shame about the chest. I'm not sure if I can actually show you a picture of how much it did not do up on me, but the sides met either side of my back, and they the sides of the zip may as well be on different continents for the likelihood of them to be able to do up. Again, it's a corset, so you are supposed to size up, so maybe I should have gone up another one, but even then, I think I would have had to size up about probably to a size 26 to allow that to actually do up from a 20. Because there was no way. There was probably about that much expanse between either side of the zip. It's like there was no stretch either, so don't even. But ironically enough, the arms on that fit wonderfully, like this. Like they fit really well. It's just a shame about it not actually covering me, I guess. It doesn't make any sense. How does that make sense compared to the last 3 items before it. It just doesn't. You can see how I was getting more and more angry and confused as I went along yesterday, and yeah, so that's why I'm doing this separately, because there was a lot of swearing last night, a lot of drinking in fact. The next shirt actually fit, which is the blue floral kimono. I don't think it was called a blue floral wrap top, but it's essentially a kimono because it's just a dressing gown with a tie. That fit, and I loved the sleeves. It was amazing. It's over here, it's over there, I don't know, it's somewhere. The only thing I will say is I actually took it for a test drive to take the rest of it back to the post office yesterday. Once you sat down and stand up, because it's that polyestery stuff, the belt slips. So you have to adjust it, like undo it and redo it up while you're out in the supermarket. Or I found myself in Coles yesterday flouncing around because, of course, I was trying to make myself feel better by being extra bougie in the supermarket. And South Grafton Coles is, I would call it shoes optional. So me flouncing around in giant sleeves was very opposite of what people expect in South Grafton Coles. Next item was pretty much the exact same thing in a different colour. I don't know whether it's the exact same code on the website, you know, exact same design, but it looked exactly the same. Except for 2 glaring issues. One, it was too short, so only just met the top of my high-rise jeans. I wore my very highest rise of jeans to make this video because they're the most comfortable for me. They were touching the waistbands. If you moved or whatever, your back would be exposed. And once again, it was tight around the top of my arms to the point where it hurt a little bit. And when I took it off, there were actually marks on my arms from where I took it off. But it was the same, almost the same design. I would say it was the identical design, but it probably isn't. Like, they probably got 57 tops that are very similar, and I'm just thinking it's the same. But why should it be that different to one that's almost the same? Why are the sleeve sizes different on these 2 items, even though they're almost identical? They're just different colour. Yeah, you can see how I got really angry yesterday, right? It's just the running inconsistency is just mind-boggling. The pink shirt, I had hopes for the pink shirt because the green one fit, right? Similar fabric, they're both made of the same base material. So I figured the pink shirt, we had a shot with it, right? No, wasn't to be. There was no way I could get it up all the way onto my shoulder because of the giant arms. Which I was really bummed about because the colour is awesome. I had to put a vest top underneath it to even put it on camera because I couldn't put it up onto my shoulders far enough to do it up. If it was a straight shirt without the ruching, I might have been able to get away with it as being a shirt you wear over things. But because of the ruching, it looked weird. And I wasn't in the mood to compromise about these items. You know how you can be like, oh, it doesn't quite work, but I can make it work. You know, like the wrap shirt that Plushie sent me that didn't have the holes to make it a wrap shirt, and I made it into a little jacket-y thing. I had no intention of doing that with any of this stuff. If it didn't work at all, it's going back, right? So the last item, I was so angry. I didn't press record when I ranted about it, and that is this top here. Now, it's the off the shoulder with the little shelfie thing. I'll do a little picture of it in a minute. The sleeves fit perfectly, right? It's an off the shoulder, it fits perfectly on the sleeve. Ironically, it is massive. Like, it's huge. This shirt is huge, it's massive, there's way too much fabric involved, and I quite like it. So I didn't send it back because I'd forgotten to record it, and it actually does fit. Out of principle, I wanted to send it back, but because of, yeah. And look, see, the straps are too big. I've even shortened them. Can you see that? I've shortened it. So the straps are too big, the arms are the right size, and the actual shirt itself is massive. And this is a size 20. Just puts real emphasis on the inconsistency of their sizing. And that is a major issue for me. And it's especially if you order stuff online from another country, because that stuff came from England. It took 2 weeks, two weeks to get here. And we're coming into spring. I wanted spring stuff to wear with my jeans that wasn't just a vest top, you know. I wanted some cute stuff. I am a 110 bust, which on their size chart is a 20. Everywhere else that I've ever shopped is freaking 18, apart from maybe Shein, but that's a whole other bag of cats that we're gonna get into next week when I can feel emotionally able to deal with the bag that just arrived. And I'm a 102 waist. Now, they have that as a size whatever, but I wasn't buying pants, so I just used my bust size, which is a 110, and that puts me at a 20 on their website. My 102 waist puts me at some other ridiculous number on their site, but that's all them. Size chart for Boohoo Curve, which puts, I'll just read it to you, but I'll show you it as well. A 110 bust puts me firmly in a size 20 for them. My waist would put me in a 24. I didn't buy anything with a waist, so I didn't need a 24, okay? I was buying stuff for my top half only. Is that where I went wrong? I don't know. Maybe it is my fault. Actually, no, it's not my fault. It's their fault. Scratch everything I just said about it being even remotely my fault. It's not my fault. It's not your fault if you've experienced this, okay? We'll get to that as well later. Okay, so here's something weird. On City Chic's website, if I were to just order tops, my bust would put me in a 14 for them, an extra small. Okay? My waist, however, puts me in a large. So, like, their stuff I've ordered in medium and large because I just know that that's pie in the sky, that bust. Bust is not gonna work. So, that is a 14 or an extra small with City Chic. I know that they're generously sized, so, you know, I expect that. However, that's a massive disparity between numbers. So that's City Chic. Now, if I go on ASOS Curve, which is, it's a British brand, so it's, you know, it's closer to what we're working with here. Find a thing that shows a chart for ASOS's plus range. However, they have a very important feature on their app, which is you put in your measurements, you put in your height and maybe your weight, I don't know. Yes, it asks you very personal questions, but it's asking for a reason. It's asking so that it can recommend your exact right size from their website. No matter what brand it is on their website, it will give you the right one, which, yes. Also, the more important thing with ASOS, I don't know why I'm talking about ASOS so much, probably because it's so much better, is they allow you to review the product, so customers can tell you if it runs small or it runs large or it's got loopy sized arms. You know, that's really important feedback for other buyers, because if I'd have known that all of the things I bought were designed for people with stick arms and round bodies, I'm not a person with stick arms and round body, so I wouldn't have bought them. And I wouldn't be sitting here making this video right now. I would have just gone, you know what, I'll just pass. It's fine. So their sizing is shit. Let's just put it like that. Their sizing's shit. It wouldn't matter if their sizing worked with their sizing chart, but obviously their sizing chart does not work with their items. So does that mean their items are not fit for purpose that they have said that they are? Just putting that out there. The thing that gets me is the inconsistency between item to item, which are almost the same. Like the floral kimono thing and the black version, almost the most identical item, I will make sure that they're not identical, but I think they're almost identical items, right? Why does this one fit, but this one doesn't, even though it's almost the same thing? Doesn't make any sense. Why did the green shirt fit, but the pink one didn't? It's almost the same thing, you know? The inconsistencies across what's almost the same item is really annoying. And the other thing that annoys me is the inconsistency in the same item. So we've got the corset top where the sleeves fit, but the body doesn't. Why? Why? Or the dress where the body is enormous on me, but the sleeves are... it's not going to happen. Inconsistency in one item. I don't know what deranged person designed and cut these, but they just need to go back to pattern grading school or whatever it is that fashion designers and pattern cutters do, because it's not right, okay? It's just not right. I spent a lot of yesterday feeling like it was my fault and that maybe I put on way more weight than I thought I had. And then it dawned on me that it's not my fault, it's their fault for not sticking to their own sizing guide, and for being so inconsistent that it destroys somebody's friggin' self-worth for the day, you know? They're actually doing a complete disservice to women in general, because we do have an emotional attachment to our size and what we perceive as this number that we are. They're just shitting all over any sort of progress we're making in the department of feeling better about those things and letting them go. It's just just do better, you know? Just do better. Sure, there are a small group of people that all of the items that I bought yesterday would fit. And I'm sure that they're probably an apple shape, you know, somebody who carries all of their weight on their body and nothing on their arms and legs. You know, those awesome people who can wear a mini dress without cellulite sticking out, even though they're a size 20. But I'm not sure that that's a very large group of people, and it feels like it's narrowing their target group. But also, they don't tell you that that's the kind of person that this item is going to cater for, and it's just made it a whole huge heap of steaming shit pile waste of my time. I kept this top and this the kimono-y flouncy sleeve thing because I did. I like them. I like the fabric on this. The ironic part of the fact that this is massive, even though nothing else in the haul fit, is huge on the arms, even though nothing else fit my arms, is just not lost on me, and I think it's gonna have to stay around just for posterity's sake. And the fact that I didn't press record yesterday when I was doing the fit test for this one. Because I was that angry. I didn't notice it didn't say record on it when I was ranting and raving. Probably a good thing because I think I swore quite a lot. This one and this one. Now, I think this one was $21.99 and this one was $22.95. So, my whole order came to $238, I think it was. And they processed my refund this morning of $178. Which means that they did not refund my shipping. They didn't refund shipping for items that were not fit for purpose, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know about you, but when something advertised as will fit X size because these are the measurements that we have that these items are supposed to fit, and they don't, that says to me not fit for purpose. But you know, okay, you didn't refund my shipping, fine. The cherry on the shit cake of that is that I had to pay $15, another $15, to return the items. So I've paid shipping twice now for items that did not fit, that they said would fit because that's what it says on their website. It says on their website that those items will fit and they didn't fit. So I've paid twice now for shipping from and back to them. So this shirt and this shirt, which are not great material, let's face it, they're fast fashion items, they will not stand the test of time. I would be lucky if I get 5 wears out of this shirt, I think, which for 20 bucks, okay, that's fine. For now what has turned into a $32 item. It's not, because yeah, now these 2 items have now cost me $75, which is not, it's not cool, man. It's just not cool. Anyway, I will wear them, but they do have now bad juju, in my opinion. Every time I wear them, I will think about the shittiness that was yesterday's experience and how terrible the experience of trying on items in a number that they've told you is the correct number, and having it not fit has been. My advice, for whatever it's worth, is when this happens with a brand, move on. Move on to a different brand. Don't let it affect you. Don't sit there and wallow like I did yesterday, going, it's my fault. I'm the one who's wrong. I'm too big for their sizes. I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. They're wrong. Okay? If things don't fit you from, I don't know, Shein, move on. There's plenty of other places. If things don't fit you from ASOS, move on. There's plenty of other places. Thankfully, in the last 10 years, plus size fashion has expanded massively, so we have an awful lot more choice. It's still a bit shit, okay? There's further for us to go. But there is now this thing where if something doesn't fit you from X brand, another one will have something similar, or you know, something nicer. So don't take shitty and inconsistent sizing on board and think it's my fault, I need to change who I am. Fuck them. Okay, find a different brand. And with that, I think my throat is beginning to hurt because I have talked for 31 minutes about this. Hopefully I will cut that down to a lot less, because this is a lot of waffling also. I'm very verbose, in case you didn't notice. Okay, happier things. Monday, we're gonna have a Shein haul, which I think has about 20 items in it. I may cut it into 2 halves, so on Monday we'll have 1 half. Wednesday we'll have a 2nd half, because that's a lot of shit. Okay. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I hope you can rely on me for absolute honesty when it comes to the shit that I try on, because some of it is really bad, okay? And I will always tell you when it's really bad. Love ya.